up, guys? My name is the PuppyPokéTrainer. You can call me Ash Ryan, and welcome on back into another video about the NFT Panda world of fantasy. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing fantastic. We're just gonna dive right on into this. Now, last night, actually, for me, and probably a while ago for you guys, crafting was introduced into the game. So what we're going to do today is just dive straight into crafting. Alright folks, before we really dive into the actual game itself, we should probably look at, well, how crafting works. So there are several different types of weapons. There are axes and bows, claws, daggers, guns, hammer, mechanical arm, slingshot, stick, and sword. So lots of variety here. Now, the way that the craft system works is you gain, from what I'm understanding, is you gain 3 shards and a blueprint. And once you gain those, you can then send them off to the shop and have a blacksmith make it. Now, here's the problem though. The shard and blueprint in the shop cost 5 BAM. Now, I'm not entirely sure if they mean individually each one is 5 BAM and then you have to spend another 20 crafting it, because that's a lot. That does seem a little excessive, but for some of these people who are gaining BAM left and right, like, it's not that big of a deal. But for some of us lower folks on the totem pole, it's a little much. The BAM that was spent on the purchase of the shards and blueprint is returned to the economy to the reward pool. Okay. The BAM that was paid to the blacksmith will be burned. Ew. Okay. Now, one thing that they do say is that there's only a 55% chance of success, I believe. Unless I'm misunderstanding. Yeah, it's just a 55% chance that he's even going to be able to make you a proper sword or whatever. Yikes. So this is actually a very big gamble for those who are, you know, more common players and not like heavily invested. So yikes. So you can see here all the rarities, how long it would take you to get those, what would it cost, that sort of deal. It does say that eventually typing, like be it the element types specifically, will actually affect whether or not your panda can even carry it. So be careful with that. But yeah, other than that, I'm ready to dive into this. Okay, so we have our 3 pandas here. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the adventure tab because I have not sent them on their adventures today. So we're just gonna do that super quickly. Hopefully we'll gain a little bit more BAM. Okay, negative 50, that's okay. And okay, a 0. That's better than what you usually give me. You usually give me a negative 100, so I'm down for that, Pax. Okay, and another 0. That's okay. So here's what we're gonna do now. We're at approximately 66 BAM. Okay, so we should have enough, regardless of how they do it up, we should have enough for at least 1, if not maybe 2 crafts. So what we need to do first is go to the shop and buy. Okay, so let's think. I guess I have to do a sword. Yeah, and it looks like they're... Oh no, here we go. We have more pages. We have more pages, guys. Let's see. I have a bard, a blacksmith, and a druid. So what I think I'm going to do is, for my druid, I'm going to do a bow. For my bard, it would be kind of funny if he had a gun. Mechanical arm would make sense. You know what? The slingshot makes the most sense, I think, for the bard character. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to buy the materials to make a bard slingshot. And I'm going to go ahead and put him as the wind. That way it can attach directly to him and it not be a big deal. So we're going to buy 1. It does say that it can take a few minutes, so be careful. Make sure you actually have some time to devote to this. All right, there we go. Purchase is done. So now we have a slingshot. Now we need each of the pieces. So we'll buy a piece. Okay, that one's done. Okay, and the last piece of this particular puzzle that we need goes right there. There we go. Now, I will say this, my BAM counter has not restarted, which I don't like, but we'll see how this goes here in a minute. So let's go over here to the craft, because we have the materials now to craft a wind slingshot. So let's dive in. Let's try this. Okay. I have each of the pieces. Let's go ahead and let's hit craft and let's see what happens. First, you have to pay the blacksmith for a job. Pay 20 BAM, which we have. The blacksmith always takes money for the front since nothing motivates like a salary. Amen to that, Pax. Yep. Nope, that makes perfect sense for you. Now, the blacksmith is ready to start work. We have to send the parts over. Hand over all the parts of the weapon so that he can start working on his craft. It can take a few minutes. Please wait. Okay? So now we're just waiting while our slingshot is getting made. Oh, there we go. We got a success. We now have a wind slingshot. Perfect for our bard friend. So now, the way that we can attach it is if we go to adventures. You see this little button right here next to his name. Or not next to his name, next to his symbol. Click on it. You don't have any weapons yet. Okay, so we're back in. We definitely have our weapon. That's not a problem. Our BAM counter reset. That took about 40 BAM. Because I had 66 BAM. Now I'm left with 26. So all in all, it takes about 40 BAM. So that's a lot. If you're not used to just cranking out adventures and stuff, you may want to rethink at least how often you craft. Now, from my understanding, this actually gives you a big boost in how much BAM that Piri now can produce. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple more pieces and parts. That way I can go ahead and attach one to Pax the next time that I have enough BAM. And then I'll work on getting one for Ike. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at RyanMillsGaming and find me on Discord as a PuppyPokéTrainer. Make sure you guys use the referral codes down in the description as always. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!